America correspondent Simi Jalal-Osho. Simi, tell us more about this CBS report.
So CBS is reporting that national security officials have told President Trump that the military would be ready for potential strikes on Iran as soon as Saturday, but that timeline is likely to be extended. They're also reporting that the Pentagon is moving personnel from the Middle East temporarily back to the US or to Europe, but that this is standard practice when there's a possibility of military action and not necessarily a signal of the US attacking Iran. When asked how long before President Trump seriously considers military action on Iran, the White House press secretary Karoline Leavitt said that she didn't want to set deadlines on behalf of the president, but said that he prefers diplomacy, and that's what they're focusing on right now. She said that it would be wise for Iran to make a deal with the US. She then referred to Operation Midnight Hammer, which happened last year when the US attacked nuclear facilities in Iran. She also said that Iran needs to continue engaging in talks. Now, the US and Iran did meet for talks on Tuesday. She said they were that progress was made in those talks, but she said that Iran needs to come back with a detailed proposal in the next couple of weeks, that there were some issues that the two countries were still very far apart on. There's no set dates for follow-up talks to take place just yet, but she said President Trump will continue watching and seeing how things go.
Yeah, Simi, thanks for getting us across all those things that have been said so far. So what about things that have been happening then? This comes as the US continues to build up its military assets in the region.
Yes, there has been a buildup of U.S. military assets in the Middle East. The USS Abraham Lincoln, the aircraft carrier, is there at the moment. The USS Gerald Ford is on the way, which is the world's largest warship. The BBC has tracked combat ships, fighter jets, U.S. destroyers, a buildup of all those assets in the region as well. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that that buildup is because of potential threats to U.S. forces in the region, and that the administration wants to ensure that they have sufficient capabilities to defend those forces. He reiterated what Karoline Leavitt has said, that the U.S. is focused on diplomacy and not necessarily looking to take action. Next week, Saturday, Marco Rubio is set to meet Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and he's weighed on this deal between the US and Iran. He has reiterated that this deal needs to go beyond Iran's nuclear program and that it needs to include restrictions on Iran's ballistic missiles and on its support for proxies in the region. This is something that Iran has said it doesn't necessarily want to do, that it's willing to curb some of its nuclear program in exchange for economic sanction relief.
Simi, great to get all those details from you. Simi Jalal-Osho there, our North America correspondent.